We've sped up. It's 2 and 1 to 2 minutes per block compared to Bitcoin's 10 minutes. The general idea was to complement Bitcoin. I saw it as, let's say, I marketed it as the silver to Bitcoin's gold. I see Litecoin and Bitcoin working side by side, and so this isn't actually a competing cryptocurrency. I actually see it as a symbiotic relationship, yes, but in a sense it's competing. It's competing for people's minds. Certainly, it's a different coin, so if people use Litecoin, they might not be using Bitcoin, so it competes a bit. But I see it more as complementary. I saw Bitcoin as a better version of gold, actually a better form of money than we've ever seen. I've always understood how gold and silver were used throughout history as money, and how we've arrived at the fiat currencies we have today. I saw Bitcoin as something very similar to gold but better, and it could actually replace the current monetary system. I also understood the math and cryptography behind it, so it really caught my attention. Crypto family, welcome back to the channel. Aaron here from BitcoinBros.com. We're back with another cryptocurrency video today. In this video, we'll talk about Litecoin. We've received some comments on some of our recent videos over the past few months. People asking us about Litecoin, why we haven't made videos on LTC. We haven't really talked much about altcoins during the bearish market on our channel. We were really just doing videos on Bitcoin because Litecoin and many other altcoins have underperformed Bitcoin in the bearish market, but that's why we haven't talked about it. We'll talk about why Litecoin's price could actually have a move to the upside here very soon. Looking at some on-chain data, analyzing what other people in the community are saying about Litecoin could be a bit bearish here on LTC, a bit bullish, a bit bearish. I'll give you all my opinions, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Let's also look at the technical analysis. Let's go ahead and dive into it. So this is actually very interesting, checking Litecoin on Glassnode. These are all on-chain data. If you want to sign up for Glassnode, there's a link in the description for that. You can see here at the beginning of January 8th and January 10th, there was a massive amount of new Litecoin addresses being activated. I know in the past we haven't really seen that lead to price gains. If you look at this peak here, and this little peak here, we haven't really seen price gains because of that, but this is the biggest peak we've seen here. I mean, it's over 600,000 new addresses just in one day. So if you look at the total addresses for Litecoin in January, it started to become parabolic up to about 250,000 addresses so far. So it's very parabolic, and we could see the price here go up because of part of this growth in the wallet address, I believe. To see if the price moves up or down, that still remains to be seen. Looking at T2R, it says Litecoin is still here to stay. Value has doubled from 5 years ago, and still holds value with so much dilution in the crypto space. Litecoin is also a store of value, and I agree with T2R here. It hasn't worked as well as Bitcoin and some of the other cryptos like Ethereum in the space, but as you can see over the last 5 years, Litecoin has doubled, which is really nice to see, so it shows that Litecoin has value. And it's probably better to hold dollars. I mean, whatever's better to hold dollars, especially when you're losing so much to inflation. We have people asking what value does Litecoin add these days, so going to see what Master BTCL LCC has to say. He says Litecoin is the most undervalued asset in the world. The Litecoin network value model ranges from $1,500 to $5,000, with an upward projection of $27,000 a day. I mean, it's super bullish. It's pushing the bullishness, the bigger bullish triangle, and the symmetrical triangle over the last 3 years. From a technical perspective, it's giving signals of a major price expansion in this cycle. Now add to that Elon's hidden tweets about Litecoin, and the fact that Dogecoin is coupled with Litecoin, then add in the aspect that Charlie created the perfect opposite game theory to Satoshi Nakamoto. Litecoin is the best Bitcoin hidden in plain sight. So I really like Master BTC LTC, but I have to disagree here. Litecoin I think will outperform Bitcoin in this next bearish market. That's why we're doing this video, but not by much. I don't think it'll outperform Bitcoin by much. And that's just my honest opinion, guys. When you look at the trends of where crypto is going, and the narratives and what people are interested in, the narrative of Litecoin for me when I think about it, is the silver to Bitcoin's gold. You have Litecoin MWeb giving it the privacy function for Litecoin. And really now, guys, this is all for Litecoin. Maybe we get a Litecoin ETF. Maybe we don't. We've seen the Bitcoin ETF, there hasn't really been much talk about a Litecoin ETF. And to me it makes sense for Litecoin to be a commodity, because Bitcoin is a commodity, and Ethereum might not be a commodity, and Solana might not be a commodity, and all these other DeFi crypto projects like Cardano, those might be securities. If this happens, I think Litecoin gains more value. But the way crypto space moves, it seems like a lot of these crypto assets will be looked at as commodities, like Ethereum, like Solana. There's talk of a potential Ethereum ETF. BlackRock filed for one a few months ago. So if that goes through, I think it's actually bearish for Litecoin, guys. So I know I'm going to get some hate for saying this, but saying Litecoin is better than Bitcoin, hidden in plain sight, I don't think that's true. Especially when the creator of Litecoin says, hey, 21 million Bitcoin will ever exist. There's not even enough Bitcoin in circulation for every millionaire to own. So before you buy any other coin, including LTC, try to own at least one Bitcoin first. Once you have one Bitcoin, you can buy all the S coins you want. That's from the creator of Litecoin himself. So I mean, take it for what it is, guys. Bitcoin is the king of the space. There's a Bitcoin ETF. I think you should. Thanks for watching the video. Please like and subscribe. Turn notifications on to make sure you don't miss future content. See you in the next video.